On, but first of all, we're going to look at one of the strongest divisions of the domestic scene. John Thaxton, John Murray, Amir Khan, three lightweights with heavyweight ambitions.
It's a fantastic division, the domestic lightweight division, fantastic. I'm European champion, I'm #1.
Oh, great shot from Thaxton.
I feel that.
He rules Europe.
We've got John Murray,
Good left hand.
British champion.
Good solid left hook.
Amir Khan, Commonwealth champion.
And here comes Khan again. That blurring hand speed.
Tough division, especially domestically.
These guys are class. The lightweight division is red hot at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
John Thaxton's one of the toughest men in the game today. He's been about for years. He's very, very experienced, and you know, hats off. He's one of my favourite fighters.
I've never dodged anyone. My record will prove that. I've fought the likes of Ricky Hatton. I fought the best in the world. I don't always beat the best in the world, but I always give him a good argument.
This kid does it right. And here he is at 34, produced the best performance of his life.
John Thaxton is the European champion with perhaps the best shot he has thrown in his entire career.
Was that the punch of your life?
It was one of them, definitely.
Just one of them?
Yeah, definitely the best right hook I've ever thrown, without a doubt. When I hit him, I thought, he ain't getting up from that. I walked back to the corner, I saw the referee counting, and I thought, I've just won the European title.
And European lightweight champion!
Don't forget there's John Murray out there for a domestic showdown.
You got the British champion, John Murray. You know, John's a great fighter as well.
Cracking fight. And John Murray is showing himself to be a proud and accomplished champion.
I think John Murray's a great operator. I love the way he comes forward, cuts the ring off, great worker, good body puncher, very aggressive fighter. Doesn't move his head as much as maybe he should. He does get hit a lot, and even if he's fighting not a concussed puncher, he still marks up.
Keep winning. That's my 26th win now. I'm 26-0. Like I say, 26 have tried and 26 have failed so far. So you know what I mean. Bring on number 27.
To be fair, I'm a bit of a fan of his.
The strong man, the tough man, the fighter from Manchester is still the champion of Britain.
You know, I come up the quiet way, and I never had the big razzmatazz in the back, but the big build-up when I turned over. I was fighting in little dinner shows. You know what I mean, taking on tough journeymen and tough fighters who've been around the game for a long time, and I've learned my trade the long and the hard way. I'm here now, and I'm topping bills where I want to be.
We will meet. I'm sure bet me and John Murray will box at some time in our career.
What about you and Amir Khan?
I don't think that'll happen, ever.
John being the European champion, you know, that knows that there could be a good possibility that the fight could happen.
We've been after a fight for years now, and if Khan wants to fight, I'll knock him out in 2 rounds, no problem.
Amir Khan, I believe, missed out on the British title, a belt I'm very proud of holding.
Dodged the British title?
Yes, I'll say dodged, because the fight should have been made and the fight should have happened.
I'm one of the fighters who will fight anyone. You know, I've never ducked fighters.
He's ducked me, he's ducked John Murray.
Khan is unbelievable at giving it. It's taking it what's Khan's problem.
I'll fight anyone whoever's put in front of me.
And Khan senses that it could end it. It might end here and now.
Amir Khan, I think, is a very talented athlete, very talented boxer.
Despite Bradis Prescott?
It happens. That's how it happens. It's not how you fall, it's how you rise after you've fallen.
I'm still young. I'm still like a novice in the professional game, but I'm learning very, very quickly.
Which of Murray, Thaxton and Khan will fight first for a world title?
I think Thaxton probably deserves his shot first.
I've got my ambitions, I've had since I've been 8 years old, to fight and win a world title.
Me and Khan, you know, we're both young, we're both up and coming, and I'm the only one out of the two of us that hasn't lost yet, and I feel like in second it should be me. I think I deserve a world title shot before Khan.
My dreams will come true, you know, if I keep on working hard and have the right team behind me. You know, there's no way it's never going to happen.
Who's the best of you lightweights?
I am.
Well, Amir Khan is over in Freddie Roach's gym in California, preparing for that fight against Antonio Barrera in Manchester in mid-March. We'll talk more about that later on. But, Duke, let's first of all talk about the fellow we saw at the weekend, about John Murray. Still the British champion, but is that about as good as it's going to get for him, do you think?
I think quite possibly that could be as good as it's going to get. Murray fights with such intensity when he fights, and there's a lot of anger in that little man. And unless he can control it, I feel, against a much better opponent, he could be found wanting.
Where do you go on that one, John? Because he was certainly far too strong on Saturday for McAllister, wasn't he?
I thought it was a good performance from John. He did well, you know. He was too strong, he hit too hard. He had a look at him and eventually got to him, softened him up with body shots and won the fight with a big body shot. But against McAllister, you know, McAllister's a good mover, and he gave him problems with the angles he was producing and with his speed around the ring.
Yeah, if McAllister can do something like that, then you just feel, you know, there are other fighters out there that are bigger than him, better movement than him, stronger than him, and could probably last it better.
Did you wonder during that fight what might have happened if McAllister had had a bigger dig on him?
Well, McAllister hit him with just about everything. He couldn't miss Murray.
But he's not a big puncher, is he?
He's not a big puncher, and fortunately for Murray, McAllister wasn't a big banger, but Murray is. You know, he's strong, he's determined, and has all the attributes to go towards being a good British champion, but it's where he goes from there.
He made it very clear he wants Amir Khan after when we spoke afterwards. Do you think that might happen down the line? It's fascinating, isn't it? Really?
Well, it's not an impossibility, Jim. You know, I mean, let's see what happens with Khan and Barrera, but it's not impossible down the line that fight could happen. You know, you could see the scenario where Khan needs Murray maybe, and that would be a big domestic fight. But I think that Murray will certainly, or Mick Hennessy as well, would like to see Murray go for a world title shot, European, and then maybe a world title shot.
And he could also fight John Thaxton, couldn't he? We've got coming up next month in the voluntary defence of his European title. If that goes okay, he might fight for a world title, but you never know. Murray might be around to pick the pieces up.
Well, listen, we've got that little trilogy, haven't we? You know, you've got Murray, Thaxton, and Khan, all bound to be top boy. You know, and for my money, I know if I had money, if I was a gambling man right now, I know where my money would go.
Thing about Jono, Jim, as he gets older, you know, he's in his mid-30s, and I suppose you've got to say he's not getting any better. But it's the old boxing truism, isn't it? The last thing you lose is your punch, and John Thaxton is a big puncher.
And just finally, both of you, a comment: where is Amir Khan in this whole mix?
Well, I think there's a possibility he could certainly wind up fighting Murray. So far as the whole mix is concerned, if he beats Barrera, then he would argue, and I'm sure Frank Warren would argue, he's gone beyond all that. Right. You know, and he then looks towards a big world title shot. That is a big fight.
Duke?
Yeah, certainly for me, Thaxton would be the pick, because right now he's like one of them evergreen fighters. He's absolutely in his prime, and would probably beat, you know, Khan, and probably beat Murray to go with it.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.